Hey guys, welcome to WMBT University Podcast. How are you all doing? Praying that you're doing good, praying that you're doing great, praying for the whole 9 yards. It is an honor and a privilege to be here. I'm sitting here in my room enjoying the rain that's coming from my Alexa and looking at the wind outside. It's been a cool weekend, but it's been a great weekend. Yesterday I rested. I cleaned up in my room and I just kind of rested. Today, the same thing. My daughter and I, we had like a little family talk, and then she went her way and I went mine. So it's been more of a relaxing day. I made me some cashew pudding, and you might say, "What the heck?" So the way I did it, I have my bullet, and I just soaked me some cashews, and I used a little small, the small cup, look like a little paint. What do you want to call it? Or 2 ounces, whatever the thing is. And I just soaked me some cashews, and after that, I added some lime in it and added some sugar because I was out of monk sugar, so I used that and blended out real good, and it came out good. I turned around and made a walnut pudding. And this time I was experimenting. I used some the yeast that has the vitamins in it, and it didn't taste that good. Nutritional yeast, it didn't taste that good. So I said, well, I know not to do that no more. I can make the pudding. Don't get me wrong. I can make the pudding. I just won't put the nutritional yeast in it. So I said, okay, we've done that. But anyway, it was real good. It was very good. In today's show, I want to talk about some things that I'm doing. Mind Body, I'm on Mind Body. If you go every week, every Saturday, I'm doing a course on God's medicine, and it's $50. I had to bring the course down. The course was $100 because I am a professional. I am a practitioner, and where I teach about God's medicine, and where I teach about God's medicine. So go on Mind Body app and just look for God's medicine work, and sign up. It's only $50. Sign up. Um, and then I'm in a process of opening up my practice. I was gonna do it on Mind Body, but I changed my mind. I said, let me do it. And Buy Me Coffee has it to where that you can start your own consultation using the Buy Me Coffee platform. And then they have where I can go through since SYSTEE SYSTEMEIO Simplico. Some people say one way, it is what it is, where I can use Stripe and set up my own practice. So I'm kind of working on that. I really am. The TV network is doing great. I had to. How can I use the word? Have you ever been so excited about something and you're promoting it just to find out it's not where it's supposed to be? Well, that's what happened to me. I um I can get my shows on my TV, but for some reason the company that's doing my stuff, on Roku, they didn't make it public. And I'm all excited, putting flyers out. And I was running an ad just to find out that it wasn't there. And it was like, what the heck? So I tracked the company down that I'm working with, and I send them a copy of what Roku said. And I was honest with them. I said, do you not know how embarrassing it is? Thinking that you got something, but you ain't got nothing, but yet it's still I'm paying you. Do you really see how embarrassing it is? So I'm waiting for them to get back in touch with me because people like said we can't find you, family. We can't find you. Well, you can't find me because it's not in public view, and it's like, oh my God, are you serious? So I went through like a little breakdown about that. I really did. I was in tears because like, are you serious? I worked hard for this. Why are you doing this to me? That's the way I felt, to be honest with you. But anyway, but yeah. So a lot of things are happening, and I am excited. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm very excited. The course that I got on, the course that I taught the last time I did this show about the house being hurt, I will be taking this down because for $27 you can go to the school. I'm waiting on them to finish up my what is it? My website that they keep strolling along with this thing. And I'm waiting for them to get that thing done so I can get this done. Because I can't get this done if I don't have that done, if it makes any sense. Um Graphy is good. It's a good platform. But I would kind of rather went to Teachable. Because Teachable would have got the thing done, bam, and that's it. Graphy, they like to poke along, and it's like, give me a break. Can you please give me a break? So yeah, yeah. So that's kind of like what I'm dealing with right now. But anyway, I want to talk about something that it will help a lot of us in the world. America is going through, and I know that a lot of people from different countries. Oh no, y'all, no, we're going through. We're going through. I just found a video where Trump decide to humiliate MBS. And America's not like that. A lot of people liked it Obama because President Obama had class and he would never humiliate you. All the countries, Iran, all of them liked it Obama. Even when Obama would get on Iran, no, right is right. Well, he gave them all that. Yeah, he did it, but he did it because he thought they tricked him. Even the Bible says that the very elect can fool people. They tricked him. They made them think, well, we need to be protected. Do you think that he would have up jumped and gave them all of that stuff if he would have known what kind of plan they had? No, no. So now you got Trump puffing out his chest and talking junk. And it's like MBS is the wrong one to mess with. I wouldn't mess with MBS. Well, matter of fact, I wouldn't mess with none of them. But Qatar says something. And I like what Qatar said in so many words. In America, it might seem funny. I'm paraphrasing it. America might seem funny, but over here, it's not funny. People in other countries don't play around with jokes. I don't play around with jokes. I don't even play around with pranks. But jokes, no, I don't. And the reason why is this. Growing up, growing up, my poor mother, bless her heart, may her soul rest in peace. She shared some things with me. And she would tell me some things. And it was like, are you serious? She said, oh, yeah. She said, I will have people laughing at me. And, she laughed right along with them, not knowing that they were making fun of her. Um, in the black community, they used to talk what they call pig Latin. Ifme, arfme, ishne, yeke, ishno. And I remember they used to talk around. And my mother would be laughing and everything. And my aunt told her, she said, if I was you, I wouldn't laugh no more because they're talking about you. And I learned from that. I learned from that. These little jokes, these little pranks, ain't nothing funny about them. Now you get some pranks, you're playing around is one thing. Instagram have a lot of them, but you got some that's not funny. And Qatar was like saying in so many words, no, we don't take this for funny. We don't take this funny at all. This is why people feel that in some ways America don't have it all. Because we elect leaders like this. When you have an intelligent leader, oh, he's of the devil. He's this, he's that. And it's like, what in the world? And so when I seen it, I said, let me talk to my community. Let me talk to my community because something needs to be said about it. It's not funny. And this is the problem that we have. This is the thing that we have got to learn in life. Stop writing a check that you can cash. Because when you write that check and that check bounce, you're the one that's looking crazy. And you wonder why your health be going through so many changes because of foolishness like this. It puts fear in people. It makes people feel like, man, what in the world? Because when I heard it, it was like the bottom of my stomach just dropped. And it's like, are you serious, Trump? Are you really serious? These countries have stood by you. And this is what you did. You humiliated a crown prince. And then on the other hand, you got people saying about the war. Why ain't his son going into war? Now I'm gonna tell y'all like I tell everybody else. He didn't go into war, and 9 times out of 10, he's gonna probably have some doctor that say that Barron can't go into war. That's how the rich people do stuff. But while our young people are out there fighting for the country, they sitting back drinking champagne, caviar, and all that. Is not a fun thing. It's not funny at all. When they said that my grandson had to go there, I cried. There's nothing wrong with fighting for the country, but fight for the country that makes some sense. I just finished looking at a video from a rabbi, and it was funny what he said, but what he said was the truth. He said, "Why is America helping Israel? Why? Because they know that we don't believe in JC. Well, some of them do and some of them don't. They know that we don't believe in JC. So why are they helping us? Mostly all the Republicans are quote unquote Christians. Why are they helping us? They're not helping us. They're doing it for themselves. And I have to agree with that. I am a I'm a descendant of the Hebrew tribes. And we are part of one of the lost tribes of Israel. And most of us believe in Jesus, the Son of God. Um, we believe in him. I call him Yahweh, Yeshua, Hamashiach, because that's the Hebrew name. You have the Hebrews, they call him Yeshua, and they believe in him. But the Jews, they don't believe that Jesus Christ is God like we do. And when he said it, it was the truth. This is how the Republicans get so many votes. Why? Because they use that word. Oh, I am a Christian. Well, Christians, they want a country that's going to be Christians. I see it on Instagram all the time until I have blocked a lot of the Christian influencers. I have blocked a lot of them because they say things just to be saying. What I have done, I have found a couple of the rabbis that teach on wealth. And Psalms, SPALM. Let me tell y'all something. That chapter right there, that's a money making chapter. Read Psalms 67. Okay, the Jews washed their hands. Well, it's a cleanliness to a certain degree. It's a ritual to wash your left hand 3 times and to wash your right hand 3 times. That removes all spirits. They use salt. And what they do, they get up in the morning times, they have them a bucket of water or a pan of water sitting on their nightstand, and they have the salt in there. And when they get up in the mornings, they just wash their hands and they pray the prayer. The spirit of poverty leave now. And it sounds crazy, but I have done it. I've gotten up before the sun come in, and I have went into my chambers and I have prayed Psalm 67 and Psalm 65. And it has literally worked. I kid you not. It has literally worked. When the rabbi said, when you wash your hands, you're going to feel something. Sure enough, when I wash my hands like that, it's like a tingling sensation. It's like, oh my God, this really works. This is wow. So I listen to them. So one guy got on Instagram, oh, it's an AI, yada yada yada, and like everybody said, we're not stupid. We know the guy's an AI, but it's himself. But he's old, so most likely he's got his grandchildren. Most likely he has his grandchildren that are doing it. And he said something one day really, really hit home. He said, why y'all sitting around worrying about a war that we cannot control? It's not for us. You need to be investing. You need to be doing this. You need to be doing that. And he said a key word. He said, because the Jews are going to buy it up. And he didn't lie. Where I came from, the city that I moved from, oh yeah, he did not lie. Because they came in and bought up mostly all the apartment complexes. They bought up my apartment complex right from up on our noses. And it's like, are you serious? So he didn't lie. He said, y'all need to start staying focused on stuff. It's like, wow. Y'all, God is using y'all to tell us something, but people are not listening. He said, while everybody worried about the prime minister or who that guy's name is getting killed, they doing videos. Oh, you can see he got killed. He said, oh, that's a waste of time. You need to be focusing on your money. And he didn't lie. He did not lie. So while we got Trump out here cutting up, acting a fool, we need to be focusing on us. How are we going to survive? Last night I watched some videos that really inspired me. That truly inspired me. And the video was about the Hebrew Israelites moving from America to Israel. And when I tell you, it was like, wow. Now, only one thing that I didn't agree with is the what do you call it? Having more than one wife. But I think as everybody got older and started looking at, they don't do that no more. Because when they did the video, the interviews, they like to say our wife. They never say our wives. So I think as they got old, really, really got into it, they don't do that. But how they built, it took them 50 years to build a city. Israel put them out there in the desert, and they built the city. And I'm planning on going out there because I really want to see it. I really want to see it. It was so amazing how they do things. They are 100% vegans. They go from out of the book of Genesis, and they stick with that. They grow greens. They do the whole 9 yards. Um, they have a little wellness thing, and it's like, wow, why can't America do it? Why can't in our little communities say, you know what? This is our community. We're going to have our own doctors in our own community. We're going to have our own lawyers. We're going to have our own things. Why? Where I live in a beautiful apartment complex. Very beautiful. Maybe this week or next week, this coming week or the next one, I'm going to put out flyers. Hey, if you all need some coaching about your health, is $50, but hook me, get a hold of me. How they did it. And then what really fascinated me, they believe in dressing modest. Me, I dress modest. I order the Muslim clothes. I would do that. I would order the Muslim clothes. And because of their outfits, they don't show the cleavage. They don't show none of that. And today I was doing a Bible study, and there is a scripture in the Bible that speaks about how you're supposed to dress. The women are supposed to cover they're supposed to cover everything all the way down to the below their thighs. They're supposed to do that. But the Western world, they don't got so free until it's my body. I'm gonna do what I want to do. So you walking around with your stomach all out. You got your long fingernails are so long. It's like, oh my God, how do you clean yourself? And it's all in the Bible where Jesus said that we're to dress modest. So why do we feel that we need to show all of that? And when I seen that, I was like, I got to get there. I got to get out there. I want to see this. I want to see it. So, in looking at all of this, it just helped me out. And I tell people all the time, do I love America? Heck yeah. But do I like America the way it is now? No. No. In the state of Florida, there was a young lady. She's working. She really don't make that much money. Maybe $2,000 a month. Her food stamps got cut off. Her Medicaid got cut off. And she said she said she asked the people, she asked social DCL. She said, "Why are y'all doing this?" She said, "I have other bills to pay. There are things I want to do for myself." And the lady told her, she said, "No, I agree with you, but we don't have no control of this. This coming from Washington." And she said, "Are you serious?" They said, "Yeah, it's come from Washington." And so the lady was like sharing with her. And I want to share with you all something. The lady was sharing with her. She said, "Look, go to Aldi's." She said, "No, it's not the best, but go to Aldi's and pick up some deals. Go to Walmart." The lady was like she's getting like 200, almost $300 a month. And so what they told her, look, take 150 out of one paycheck, because she get paid off every 2 weeks. Take 150 out of one paycheck and take out another $150 out of another paycheck and just do it. And so when she told me, I said, "Well, that's not bad." She said, "But I'm sick. I need insurance." And she said, "You go to Obamacare, it is so expensive." I'm like, wow, wow. You know what I'm saying? Wow. So I was talking to someone today, and they was talking about, "Oh yeah, we see in America how y'all doing this," and I told them, and I said, "Let me share something with you. If America would stop sending money aid to these countries and take care of us, America could be big and famous like it used to be. But America's not like that." Now, Sprouts. If you have a Sprout in your area, I want you to go to and listen to what I'm going to say. Every so often, it's probably every week, they have meats that are they're almost at their express date, what the thing's called, but you can still use it. They just can't sell it. And so what I did, I love salmon. I do. I got me some smoked salmon. Oh my god. The regular price was like 10 or $15. I got it for 5. I got some shrimps. I had enough shrimps to make 2 meals out of it. Um, Chicken. They had a whole chicken cut up, already cooked. 2 breasts, 2 wings, a thigh, and 2 legs, already cooked up for $9. I got it. Guess what? I made 2 meals off of, and I could have made another meal because I like chicken. I like dumplings. I like soups. I like all that. And it was like, wow. So Sprouts is good. You might say, but they're expensive. It all depends on what you look for. Me, I like the barrels. I bought some organic oatmeal. Still got it. I love making my walnut milk. I got some nuts. I got a small, not a small bag. Well, yeah, like a medium bag of walnuts, and I made milk out of them. I made the walnut pudding, and still got some more walnuts in there. Cashews. I used the cashews. Cashews. I made a cheesecake with some cashews, and then today I made some cashew pudding, and still got a few left in there. Sprouts, I would recommend Sprouts. That's my go-to grocery store. But it's so expensive. It all depends on what you get. It all depends on what you get. If you go up in there and you catch them sales, you ain't got no problem. You have no kind of a problem at all. So I just want to kind of hint it out because when my friend told me what DCF said, food stamps said, she said, you know what? I'm going to do what you say do because Sprouts is organic. They have real food. I'm not saying that Aldi's don't have it, but there is a difference between American Aldi's and the Aldi's out in the UK, out in Europe. And I've heard a lot of people say there is a big difference. Now, do they have good specials? Heck yeah. I like cod. Oh, I love me some fish cod. I can go get me some cod. Um, Tilapia. Oh, fish I love. I ain't gonna tell nobody. I love me some fish. But I'm cutting back on the meats. Bacon, I don't really eat pork. But Sprouts bacon, I'm talking about the bacon, the thick slab of bacon. I bought a pack of that. Cut that thing in half, 2 meals for breakfast. And I just opened up the other pack the other day and I said, you know one thing? Let me put this back in the freezer. Because you use the grease, bacon grease. Bacon grease is a good flavor for the food. So that's what I like using it for. Is the bacon grease. And if the bacon is crispy, yeah. Now I wish that I knew where you can buy beef bacon because not Publix, Walmart used to sell beef bacon, but they stopped. I guess nobody wasn't buying it. Well, I like it, you know. But but yeah, there are ways that you can do it. So if you are near a Sprouts, if you're near and get their app, I gotta get their app. Get their app. If you are near a Sprouts, as you walk in, you'll see the meats and look for meats that they're almost about ready to run out of the date and stock up on it. You $30 will stack you on a lot of meats, and you can cut it and you can do it. They vegetables. I love their organic. They have organic. Oh my God, what is it? The organic lemons, five for $5. And there is a difference. There is a difference. I made some cough medicine, not cough, but some antibiotic medicine. I took a lemon, cut it up real good, blend it, and use some ginger, the whole 9 yards. There are ways that you can do it. And like collagen, stop going out here buying all this collagen stuff that you hear people talking about. Oh, the best collagen is Knox gelatin. I've been suffering a little bit with my legs, and I was working on something, and I kid you not, I heard this as good as I'm talking to you guys. Start making your medicine, your collagen medicine. And you might say, well, what do you do? Only thing you do is take a pack, open it, and make sure that water is good and hot. Don't mix it that water's not hot. Make sure that water is good and hot. And take it and stir it up real good. Add some water and drink it. Or add it to one of your drinks or something and drink it. That collagen will hit you, it will help you out a lot. Stop spending money unnecessarily. You can go on Amazon and get the Knox gelatin for like 100 packs, or either you go to Walmart and get it for like $19 for 30 packs. That's a month. You can do it. But the problem with us, we don't want to do it. We want to keep going to the doctors and keep doing this and keep doing that. And that's not good. So, once again, I talked to you all about some things, and you don't have to take my advice, but it would be nice if you did listen because it will help you so much and learn. And in your community, I'm not, excuse me, I'm talking about in your neighborhood. Have you a doctor there? Work, be creative. That's what I'm trying to say. If the Americans, the Hebrews, can move all the way out to Israel, and Israel did what they did for them, and now that place is thriving, why can't everybody else do it? I mean, think about it. Why can't everybody else do it? Be that person in your area that is a visionary. Well, we can't keep our streets safe. Why can't you? Why can't you? Why can't you? Well, the code. Why can't you? If the rich people can have a gated community, Why can't the poor people have a gated community? I've been in some on some streets that they could have gated the place. Only the people that live there. Now they're talking about, from what I understood, they're talking about not doing away with schools, but doing away with certain things. And to me, I think it's a good idea because parents need to teach their children. If the parents can get out, if the children get out here and party and talk junk back to their parents, yeah, let the parents deal with the children. Because the teachers don't deserve to go through some of the mess they're going through with the kids now. You knew when you lay down there with Bobo, Bobo had problems. And so you decide you're going to have a child by Bobo. So now you got a child. No, it was an accident. My daughter and I was talking about that today. I can't say it's an accident. Back in the 70s, yeah, you can say it was an accident. Back in the 80s, yep, you can say it was an accident. But the 90s and the 2000s, you can't say it. If you got to get a Trojan and put in your pocketbook because you never know, you might want to do something. Have it. Protect yourself. I don't understand women that go with men for like 2 months and bam bam, thank you ma'am. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Have some self esteem about yourself. Computers. These kids don't need to be watching no computer. They need to learn outside. They need to go outside and they need to learn. Take them fishing. There's nothing wrong with taking kids fishing. So when things come up, mama ain't got no food. Oh, mama, I know how to fish. Let's go. Catch you a couple fish big enough that can feed a family. You got it made. You got you some flour. Hey, make some gravy. You got you some cornmeal. Make you some cornbread. It can be done. You just got to know how to do it. No excuse. If you live in a nice apartment, start getting you some things and planting your garden. Because can't nobody come on. If you, me, I like the second floor of my apartment. I like the second floor. First floor, anybody can come around and steal. But second floor, mm-mm, no problem. Get me on the second floor, though it's hard on my legs, but get me the second floor. And I got my patio out there. Hey, no problem. I can get me a couple little baskets and plant me a nice little garden. Or either I can order me an indoor garden because I don't have no animals. So I can order me a nice indoor garden and have my food already there. There are ways that you can do it. No excuse. No excuse. I'm going to leave you all on this last note. King Solomon. I've been in ministry ever since I was 14. And I never had this spoken to me and explained to me like the rabbi did. He said, everybody always speak about King Solomon. King Solomon prayed, give me knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. But there's a part that King Solomon said, and people overlook it. He said, give me wisdom and discernment. Discernment. Discernment on the people that I hang around. Discernment on companies that I'm working with. Discernment on everything. Give you another example. God speaks through different things. And it ain't always big bam in the clouds. It's not always that. It's through other little things. To give you a short story, I was talking to someone yesterday, and we was talking about this person. And I said, you know, thing that blank and blank blank, I don't care. And she said, don't say that. I said, no, you're right. So this morning, around about 6 or 7 o'clock, the Holy Spirit spoke to me. And he said, I love her just as much as I love you. Yes, what she did was wrong. But vengeance is mine, said the Lord. And I had to repent. I said, you're right, God. You're right. I had to repent. Then, and this is for relationships. This is for relationships. And I'm going to do a teaching on relationships. I might, since I'm in the mood of doing recording, I might do it tonight. But I'm going to tap on it. Relationships. I've been looking at these videos about different things. And the videos is like, Lord, what is going on here? And a lot of times in our relationships, we talk too much. And we don't understand why this is happening, that is happening, what's the problem. And one relationship stood out to me today. And I sent it to my partner. The relationship was this guy was talking to his friend. And he was sharing about his wife being pregnant. Well, the friend did not know that he had a spirit that was on him, a demonic spirit. And it was a spirit of negativeness and always speaking your opinions. And the wife had had a miscarriage before. And so this time, they was asleep and she woke up and her bed was full of blood. And she said, what is happening? Okay. Then the wife would be so tired when she coming from work. And she would be so tired. And times she getting from work, the husband said, "Hey, I'm ready. I need you. I need to release myself." And she'll tell her husband, "I'm so tired." And her husband will grab her, and I'm your husband. You're gonna do what I say do. And the Lord visited him and told him the fruits of the Spirit. Love is kind. Love is patient. You are her husband. And so he went on a business trip, and his colleague was, telling him, look, you need to stop with these women. And, whatever's going on with you and your wife, you need to work it out. Every woman he's seen, he went to bed with. But the last woman was the nail in the coffin because she wanted him. She wanted him. And so what she did, she got pregnant by him. She went to her sister, and her sister told her everything. You know, do this. Make sure you know when you're ovulating, and get him to get him all hot where he can't resist you. And so him and his wife was in bed asleep, and she called him and she said, "I'm pregnant." And I give the wife credit She said, first, she was so angry. She was so angry. And the Lord told her. He said, the reason why your marriage can't work is because of unforgiveness. And so what she did, she said, Lord, she went to her husband and she said, I forgive you. Bring the girl on in. And come to find out, the girl's sister was the wife's best friend. Listen. The wife would go to the best friend and would tell the best friend all her problems. And the devil was sitting down writing all this stuff down. So what happened was the wife, they had their little meeting, and she told her, she said, I'm not divorcing my husband. My husband and I are going to stay together. And so the young girl, but I'm pregnant. She said, my husband and I would take care of the baby. When the baby was born, we will pay for all your medical needs. And every month, we will send you money. You will not destroy my family. And the husband said right in front of the girl, I will take care of my son, but I will never see you again. So erase my number out of your phone. It's over. My wife has forgiven me. Are y'all seeing where I'm going with this? Then there was another one. Everything that shine like gold ain't gold. The wife met this beautiful, handsome man. Very handsome. Very handsome. He spoke very fluent English. Ooh, the whole 9 yards. But at the same time, the man was killing his wife. He was a demon that was sent to an assignment to destroy her. She was allergic to sugar. And anytime she ate sugar, it made her deadly sick. And how she knew what was going on, she planted cameras all over the place. And once they got the full details of it, the police came and the pastor confronted him with it. The pastor said, why are you doing this? I enjoy seeing her suffer. So while you young women out here are sitting around here looking for these dead, dropped, gorgeous men, you need to pray this prayer of Song of Solomon. Give me the spirit of discernment, because everything that glitters ain't gold. Here's another one. Young lady was pregnant. She went to her mother. Her mother called her and said, your niece or whatever's getting married. Her husband told her, he said, I don't feel right about you going. She said, well, what is he going to hurt? He said, I don't feel right about you going. But he said, okay. She went. And she made a mistake. Told everybody, I'm pregnant. I couldn't keep it to myself. And there was an old woman told her, you talk too much. And so the husband, when she had the miscarriage, the husband and her got into it, and the mother said, no, 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 no. We need to get to the bottom of this. And they found the old woman. And the old woman told her, said, everything is not for everybody's ears. Listen. And she said, what did you do to me? And the old lady said, I didn't do nothing. You couldn't protect it. And in other words, what you're saying, and I'm going to break this down for everybody. When God gives you something, it is your job to protect it. If it's your children, it is your job to protect your children. If it's your business, it is your job to protect your business. Don't be too busy running out here flaunting. Oh, look at me, all on Instagram. Oh, I'm going this way, and I'm no, 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 no. It is your job to protect it. If you married, it is your job to protect your marriage. If you have problems in your marriage, it is your job to protect it and take it to God in prayer. Now, if he's beating on you, it once again is still your job to protect yourself. Because the simple fact is this: one, stop telling your husbands all your business. And these boyfriends are all your business. Stop it. Because guess what? They're not going to tell you all their business. Stop it. If that man is fighting you, hitting on you and everything, okay. All right. All right. When you come back from work, you be gone. And if he's living with you, eh, change the locks. Have a padlock. Every lock in the window. Everything. Make sure that the windows are secured, that he can't break in. And serve him his no trespassing papers. And if, if, if it's so bad, keep your mouth shut and fly to another city. It's just that plain and simple. Get off of Facebook. Get off of Instagram. They showed a video where this one girl had locked her husband up. She all on Instagram showing everything. The man walked right into the building and said, "Where's my money?" She didn't know that he was getting released. And right then and there, he blown her to Kingdom Come because he trusted her with his money. Women have to use wisdom. Same thing for you men too. Don't be telling on these women all this stuff. If a woman is beating on you, fighting on you and everything, keep your mouth shut and leave. Ain't that much love in this world. But the moral of the whole story is this: stop flapping your business. And I had to repent to my partner. I said, "You kept telling me this." I said, "God is talking to me through these videos. Just because somebody grin up in your face ain't your friend." I got a couple of minutes. I gave a thing on a young lady. Her friend, she would call her friend, "Oh, he did this for me and he did that for me." That friend got jealous. So what that friend said, "You know thing, I'm gonna fix you." She came to the girl's house. "I don't have a place to go. My landlord kicked me out." And all this crazy nonsense. And her husband kept saying, "I don't feel good about this." She said, "But she's my best friend." So what the husband did, he put cameras all in the house and showed where the best friend was seducing him. We're trying to seduce him. Put a lid on it. Stop putting your business out there. Well, listen, guys. Thank you for listening to WMBT University of Health. Have a good evening. Take care of yourselves. Until next week, be blessed.